I'm Ben.
I'm Ron.
I'm Chris.
I'm Jason. And this is Hometown Has-Beens. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Hometown Has-Beens, episode 24. This one's coming out. What?
We're on 24?
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
24.
dude.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. It just took me by surprise.
This one,
We've made it this long.
it is the week of Halloween. So we thought we'd share some maybe some scary stories. We won't get into too much paranormal stuff like we did with Forrest Garner. Shout out. But maybe some scary stories, and we'll give you some tips on some dadding tips for Halloween costumes on a budget, and some other Halloween themed stuff. So I'm gonna lead off with something that happened recently. So I've shared before that my oldest daughter sleepwalks, and it's real creepy and sleep talks. So me and Anna, my wife, we're watching something in the living room, and Graceland's asleep, or so we thought. Well, I guess she was. And she had already gotten up once to, like, I don't know, she said her head hurt or something. I don't know. Got her back to bed. It had been a while. She came in there. She says, I forgot to tell you something. And, like, jumps up on the couch and is, like, sitting there ready to tell us, all perked up. And I was like, okay. So then, if we had video, it'd be better. But she does this number, and I'll describe it after I do it. But she does this. I got to tell you something. And so we're like, what? And she goes, and starts slapping her neck and scratching her neck like a crack fiend.
I was about to say, like Dave Chappelle used to.
Yes,
pretend,
100%. And I was like, hey, Grayson, what is it? At this point, we're like, all right, she's asleep. Yeah. And she does this, like, just stares through you. She does the whole, like, owl head turn, like where the body doesn't turn and turns towards me and just stares into my soul. And at that point, I just turned my head and put it into the couch, and I told Anna, you're going to have to deal with that because she's scaring me. Because
dude.
It was like, I'm telling you, it was like something from The Ring or Exorcist. It was scary.
I ain't trying to do that.
So then eventually she woke up and was like, what?
Yeah.
So that's why I deal with it, like, on a weekly basis.
Maybe.
Dude, I don't even know how you
do
sleep.
need to find a Roman Catholic priest.
Oh no! That I said, I believe in the blood of Jesus. Turn my head.
That's it.
Get some holy water and sprinkle through it.
Oh man! So that's the kind of scary stuff that I deal with.
Oh man!
I can't say that I deal with a lot of scary stuff. I don't like to be like
surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, because, like, there's things that wouldn't scare me if I just, like, saw it. You know what I mean? But it's like,
if it jumps out at you.
so, like, I have my old red barn, and it's just, like, full of critters because it's just old and dumpy. And, like, I mean, everything from possums to groundhogs. And so, like, anytime I go in there, I'll just, like, clap real loud before I go in. 'Cause, like, I'm trying to warn anything that I'm coming in because, like, I don't care that you're there, all right, Mr. Grunt, but don't come, like, run across my feet.
Yeah.
You know, like, that's.
Let's see that.
My kids jump out at me a lot. I taught them to.
Nah, see, mine don't
because you freak out.
No, because then it's like a competition.
Oh,
and then they end up crying because, like, I'll hide, like, I'll be under their bed until
for 3 hours.
Yeah, just to
Dad had to go to tennis.
Yeah, just to get them back, and then they're scarred for life.
Dude, my dad one time, I don't know. The ironic thing is, I don't know why any other reason that he would have had this wig thing other than like for Jesus in a Christmas play. Like, I really don't know. Like, I'm sure that's not the reason, but anyway, he had this like wig or something.
I'll tell you the reason. Fabio.
Daddy. Bob wearing a wig. Oh man. And it, you know what? I don't even know that it was a wig. Anyway, it looked like.
What else would it be?
I don't know. I don't remember. I was. Well, in a minute, y'all know why I don't know. So we get home. I think it's from like a basketball. Like, I was like 8. We had went to a basketball game. We used to go all over the state and watch, really good players. But we get home. It's late. My brother gets out. My dad runs and like gets this thing. I don't even know like what made him do this. But anyway, he puts this thing on his head. I guess I was asleep. That gave him time to go get it on. And so it's covering his face. Like imagine long, like oily black hair just covering his face. And I get out of the car and I'm walking like half asleep to the door to go in. He comes like running out like at me. So just imagine you're like 7 or 8 years old and this big dude, like, and I didn't know what it was. He's like, "Wah!" Coming at me. Dude, I turned around and like started crying immediately and like hit my head on
How old were you?
on the mirror. Dude, I was like 7 or
16.
8, man. I was so scared.
The same
Yeah,
age
dude.
you got a whooping.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, 18. and then another time, like, well, this one with my dad. Like, I was driving in the car. Ryland's like 2 years old, so it's like one of those things you can't understand everything he says, but you can pick out. So he's in the back seat, and he's like, "I love my daddy. He's the best. My daddy love daddy." And I go, "Ryland, I love that song." He goes, "Yes, about my dad dying." What? Yeah, dude.
So
I'm like, what?
when I was a kid, like you're talking about, you were 7. Like I don't think I ever got scared. Now I wouldn't like haunted houses and stuff. I don't. Maybe I just avoided them so I didn't get scared. But like, dude, I was more afraid of like rides and stuff. Like I remember, and I did.
Did you say riots?
Rides? Like I would.
Rides.
Dude,
There's a lot of riots.
if you go to my dad's basement right now, there's probably no less than like, I don't know, 100 college team basketballs that I would just rack up on at Six Flags because I wouldn't ride anything. Like I remember I rode the log flume and like freaked out. I rode at Disney World the Buzz Lightyear ride and it freaked me out. Like and I freaked out like when I was like 7 or 8. And so like I was a huge chicken when it came to that stuff. Now I ride like every roller coaster in the world. But like as far as like scary stuff, like I was never afraid of scary movies.
Yeah, I remember because we were talking about it now, like Nightmare on Elm Street's like on Max or something right now.
Yeah.
We're looking, and I told Anna, I said I watched that in the 2nd grade.
Yeah.
Dude.
So like
It never bothered me.
Dude, the Passion of the Christ gave me, or isn't that what it's called? Passion of the Christ?
It's not a scary movie. That's
Yeah, but it gave me nightmares. You know where
Well,
Judas that got the demon thing under the bridge?
Oh yeah,
That gave me nightmares, man.
dude.
Well, yeah, I was like, whoa.
So out of the 3 like franchise movie like Friday the 13th with Jason,
Yep.
Nightmare on Elm Street, and Halloween, which one do y'all like the best? Or which one do you think's the best?
I've literally not seen any of those videos.
Are you
movies.
serious?
No, dude, no. I do not play. I don't watch any of that.
I
You
like
don't, so you don't like scary movies?
No, not at all.
I like
Not
the
at all.
Halloween ones.
I like
the best. I
Halloween.
like Mike Myers. Yeah.
I like Friday the 13th. I was
Friday
never,
the 13th's okay,
like-
but like a dude in a hockey mask, like it's just
but to me, yeah.
I
didn't
would
like
I would
that.
watch one that's like a person, but I'm not like
The movie that scared me the most
Like-
when I was a kid was Jeepers Creepers.
Jeepers Creepers is just weird.
Yeah. Do you? So when we were in high school, I'm there. Like we used to like Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah,
I don't know what was popular then. Saw. What was popular?
Saw
was pretty
So,
good.
but
Saw
whatever it was.
Is it?
What was the Hills Have Eyes or something?
Oh, that one. Yeah. That
So
one was
we
weird.
had all these like movies like that, and we would go. Savannah and I like right after like we would go see these movies, and like she was like, "Oh, this girl likes scary movies." She will not watch one now. She only went so that she had an excuse to like touch me. Like I swear to you, she would like cuddle up to me and be like,
that's a bold statement,
She'd be like,
Ben.
ask her. She'd be like, I'll call her. Like legitimately, she would do it just so she'd have an excuse to like hug up to me. And now she won't watch them because she's tired of me.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, I just
Scary movies, like, but I've said before, like I'm real jumpy.
Yeah.
Like things popping out will scare me.
yeah.
You ever
I-
fall for those things on like social media
All
where
the
it's
freaking time,
like watch this hit or something, and then it like comes back.
Have
man.
y'all heard the one where it says make sure your headphones are on and you hear it and it sounds just like somebody's knocking on like the window?
No.
Oh, dude, you gotta look that junk up. Like I was sitting in bed at 2 a.m. and that thing come on, and I swear to you, it sounded and it freaked me out because I didn't know what it was. It said, "Hey, make sure your headphones on." I'm like, "All right, I'm gonna look at this." It's late. Like I'm just sitting in the bed, watching video or whatever. I mean, if it was Chris, it'd been YouTube Shorts, but I don't remember what it was for me. But it's like I swear, it's just like it sounds just like that. And I'm like, what is
scared
going
you?
on? Dude, yeah. Why would somebody be knocking on my window?
I don't know.
And then
but I would just assume as a kid.
And then a door opens? Like, oh dude, it freaked me out. I'm gonna find it and send it to
We
y'all.
go through like I like watching other people get scared on those reels.
Mm-hmm.
There's the one, it's like a heavy set guy, and he might be British or something, but he gets scared and his head like goes like parallel to the ground.
I like the you talking about the one? Have you seen the ones that's like they tie the fake snake to
Oh,
them?
yeah, those are good.
And they're like, run, dun, dun, dun. Like,
Yeah,
that's so funny. Yeah, I don't do a lot of. Yeah, I ain't trying. I you know, like I said, I went to that one haunted corn maze, and the little girl from whatever
The
Ringer
ring.
about got ring. Yeah,
Dude,
always
I
mess
used,
it
to,
up.
I used to love going to haunted corn mazes.
I like haunted houses too,
So,
like Netherworld.
oh, see, I've never been to like a real one. So like,
Netherworld
I
was
used to go to
nuts.
ones like they would have it like fall festivals and stuff like
Yeah,
near
yeah.
like where we live, and there's like be like in a trailer or something. You know?
Yeah, yeah.
And there'd be some redneck with a chain off of his chainsaw, just
Yeah.
like, you know. But
Oh, dude, my cousin took me to one time. I forgot about that, dude. No, the whole time I just keep my head down because you know they can't touch you.
Yeah.
So I just don't look. I just kept my head downward on the path. But then when I heard stuff, I would run.
Dude,
I hope I didn't hit stuff.
I go to a haunted. I just laugh, dude, because like this is what I think about, and I'm not trying to like offend anybody that listens to this podcast that maybe be real like they act but I just feel like that the kind of person that's like volunteers to be in a haunted house is a real particular kind of person, and so I just imagine these people like this is like their Super Bowl, dude, and I'm just like. God, like what the heck, like you know, because they get into it, and I
get to scare little kids.
but like in my mind, like I just picture the guy that's under the mask, like, and he's just living for it, and I'm just like, God, this guy's a clown.
Dude, I remember going to Netherworld, and I've told you, I've said it already. I'm jumpy, but for whatever reason, the group we were with, I was in the front. Like I was like, I got this. And there was, I don't know, in Netherworld, there's all these different like rooms and compartments. Like you go all over the place. I start going down. It's like sloping down in like a walkway, and it's all dark. And there's something at the bottom, like in the corner, kind of like, you know, short. And I'm like, that's something.
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna. So I get halfway down that ramp, and the thing jumps up and runs at me. So at that point, I just lean back, cover my head, duck down, and get as small as it was. And it was just like a wave of people behind me doing the same thing. I thought it was pretty funny.
So there is one. I don't even remember what it was at, but it was like a guy that operated at like kind of his house, or it was like it was like a private thing. You had to sign a waiver, and it was like if you make it all the way through
13 stories.
Yeah, But like you had to sign a thing because they could touch you, and they would like beat the heck out of people.
No, I didn't do
Like,
that.
that's not a haunted house. That's like torture.
Yeah, because if you got all the way through it, you like either got free admission or
No, it was like a
It was like a prize.
Yeah, I was like,
Monetary.
I'm not making it. I'm not going in that. I never went.
Ryan would rather try to solve one of those math problems for me and
Yeah,
others.
yeah, I had. Hey, have y'all ever like? So I thought this was funny until I got hit by one. So we would go to corn mazes, and the leftover corn, you just grab it and just throw it as high as you can and as far as you can. And it's just coming down. I thought that was so funny until I got hit in the head by one, and I was pissed.
So
it's like, these dang teenagers.
do y'all remember? Did y'all ever go to Joe's Rose? It was over in like Salty near Helen.
No.
Dude, it was like the best one. It was so good because like you would park, and then like the corn, it was like in this like valley, like in the mountains.
Yeah.
And like the cornfields that they would use weren't right at, like they'd have a place where they'd have a fire and all this stuff,
Yeah.
But then like the place you'd have to get on like a hayride and go like way back to it. So it was like back in it. And they would do a haunted one, but like I don't know how they did this legally. Yeah. Did any ones y'all ever go to? They like dug holes.
What?
And put like this kiddie trampolines down in them.
Oh, shoot.
And they would have like stuff over it. Dude, I vividly remember like running through that thing and then just
falling.
whoosh, and
Golly.
falling like 3 or 4 feet and like almost tearing an ACL.
They probably don't have it anymore.
Well, they closed not long after that.
Yeah.
So
It was around for 1 year.
yeah, there's like we got
but it was a good corn maze, man.
bet.
6 broken legs, and
Corn maze is a good time.
Dude, so talking about haunted houses, Chris, do you remember? Chris is on here, by the way, guys. He doesn't say anything, but he's here. Do you remember when we took the youth at that church from? We took them down below Atlanta to like a Tribulation Trail.
Yeah.
And this is like in Jonesboro or something. It's somewhere below Atlanta. And we get down here, and this is like this thing operates late till late at night.
Oh, yeah.
So we take the kids through there, and this is through like these woods behind the church.
It was terrible.
And we get out, and in the most crisp fashion of anything that's ever happened, the kids get in the church bus. I get in the front
This
seat.
is already at 10 o'clock at night.
And Chris is like,
getting ready to leave.
this is like 10 o'clock at night. Chris is like, I can't find the keys. and legitimately, so he lost the key somewhere in the trail, in the woods at night.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so we call a locksmith from Atlanta, and he drives all the way down there. And by the time he gets there, it's like 11:30 at night because he's like, this dude's in bed. The guy pulls in the parking lot, and some worker comes up and like, "Hey, is this y'all's key?" Yeah. and they found the original key.
Dude.
I'm pretty sure the church still had to pay that guy.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
100%.
I had to pay that.
Hey, I've never been to one, but wasn't there something where you like go through this thing and then at the end you had to choose like your path? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it's like you can like go to heaven or hell.
Yes. Okay. So I know how I am. Like I know how I am, and if I got to the end, because obviously everyone's supposed to like
Be like, I'm going to heaven.
they're supposed to make the choice.
Everybody becomes a Christian when they get done with this.
Yeah. Like I'm like, but I know how I am. As a born again believer, I would get to the end of that and be like, "No, I'm gonna go over here."
I'm going to go to hell.
I just to
feel
see
like-
what would happen.
I feel like those actors are
just to see
Who do I
really.
get to talk to over there?
Those guys
Yeah,
are
like,
really
who's over
bored.
there? What's
I
going
want to go
on?
give them some business because everybody's going that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was
yeah.
the one that they would do? It was kind of like Tribulation Trails, but they would put it on. Different churches would put it on.
Like a
some
Judgment
years.
House?
Judgment House.
Judgment.
Yeah.
houses.
Yeah.
I've never been to any of those,
My
which
sister
is
used to
surprising.
act in the one they would have at Bethlehem
Really
every
bad.
year
Yeah.
in Clarksville.
Yeah.
She would be in their Judgment House thing.
Yeah.
What's that? What is that about?
So,
It's the same.
when
The
the one time I
same.
went, it was like they would go through and it would be different rooms. They'd act out different things.
Yeah.
So it would like show them living like a life, and they'd be like, "Yeah, I love beers. I love to party." And then they would get in a car.
Is
and
that how it went?
And then you would like come down the road and like see that their car was like crashed because they drove drunk. And then it
okay,
would show
okay.
like
It's
one
like a
of them,
story.
and then it was like one of them would go to hell and one would go to heaven
Oh,
or
okay.
something. And
So
the
then-
one
other
is
one would
like
be, yeah.
the Tribulation Trail is like, Tim LaHaye's Left Behind series.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That's what
The
that
other
was
one is loving beer and driving drunk, dying and going before the Lord.
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
one, it would show like
It
one
would
of
show,
them.
yeah, who did
Yeah.
the right. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm with you. Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
surprised I never went to any of that. But
Yeah. Well,
also, hayrides suck. Like, can we get over the hayride thing?
Yeah.
Like, that's stupid.
Yeah. You go
Like-
slow on a tractor
Yeah. Like, what are we doing?
and you're itchy
Yeah. And it's cold. It's cold most of the time. Like, why we just stop?
sometimes.
Just stop.
I like being cold when I have warm things to warm me up though. Like
I-
a nice fire when it's cold.
Yeah.
It's good.
Get you some like hot cider.
Dude, you have more female tendencies than I
Dude,
originally
so
realized.
this fall break, I had a fire every night.
That's awesome.
Every single night.
That's not female, but the way you described it a second ago was female.
I
like
like
a
it.
warm
I
I like
cider.
when
I
it's
don't
cold
agree.
outside.
This is a
and I
perfect
got,
time.
I got toe
Listen.
socks and a fleecy blanket
This
and
is-
a Hallmark
No,
movie.
it's one of those.
that's bull crap. I
what's
didn't say any of that.
What's
No,
what's those
shut
things
up. I'm going to defend myself, you jerk.
Everybody got a little bit.
What are those things called? The snuggie. I like to get in my snuggie.
Listen.
Put my arms through my
Hey, I had a
blanket.
snuggie
Listen,
once.
I'm going to defend myself. Okay. I like to be out in nature when it's cold next to a fire with a warm beverage to drink. That is not feminine. That is not feminine. I will.
What kind of candles do you like?
I don't like candles.
Scented.
What scent candles do you like?
He got scented candles above his fire. He puts bath bombs in the fire.
Homie, you like bath bombs too. So don't get out of here with your.
You know what?
You gonna say something about my eczema?
I literally had.
We're giving Ben a hard time, but I'm pretty sure Ben probably does this without a shirt on, just like shorts, and he's out there with a
He's
fire.
just out
in
there.
20-degree weather.
Barefoot, like
Barefoot with a fire, yeah.
I didn't have
With a
shirt on.
handgun. Wait,
I did have a gun once.
listen, this dude he got no shirt, no shoes, no socks, no shirt,
no problem.
and a holster.
I did almost shoot a dog.
That's what we're saying.
You live in Clarksville,
Hey.
not Homer, Ben. You can't do that.
That's why I didn't. I didn't want to get an animal cruelty charge because these people that live near me, they have these dogs that come and just terrorize my daughter. She's afraid to go outside
Oh
now,
man.
and she's like, "Daddy, please kill them." And I'm just like, "You don't know how bad I want to." So I told Savannah, I said, "I'm not actually going to kill these dogs. If you're listening, you're in law enforcement." But I told Savannah, I said, "I just got to dig the hole first, because that way I can get rid of the bodies fast." You know? Like,
Oh
man.
man.
I didn't say you could get out of those graves.
what?
I don't know what he's quoting today.
Don't either.
Talk about Halloween. Do y'all remember? Do y'all remember the Ernest movies?
How many kids?
Oh, man,
Yeah.
Ernest scared stupid.
That is one of my like when I was
yeah.
a kid, when I was probably Hudson's age.
Yeah, dude.
Ernest Scared Stupid. And I don't remember anything on that movie except there's a troll.
Yeah, I
And-
forgot about that.
And there's one part of the movie where the troll was like chasing them,
Yeah,
It's so
dude.
funny.
and it runs through a fence. When I was a kid, I thought it was the funniest thing. The way he was running, it just like burst through this fence. I thought it was the funniest thing.
Dude,
I've
I was
ever
so
seen.
scared. I was scared of that movie. I was also scared. Yeah, dude. I had Super Mario 64 on Nintendo 64 growing up, and there was one level that it was like a haunted place, and I just wouldn't play it.
I
I'd
want
be
to tell you
so
what movie
scared.
scared me. Jumanji.
Jumanji was. I mean,
I don't know
I
why
watched
that movie
Jumanji.
scared me.
Hold
Like
on,
the song.
Hold on. What scared you?
Don't you? Is it Jumanji?
I say Jumanji.
Jumanji.
No, you're
There's
wrong
an
on
A.
that one.
I have
No,
no
dude.
idea.
Yeah,
There's
Chris
an
is
A.
right. Yeah,
It's Jumanji.
Jumanji.
Give me a second.
It's not Jumanji.
Those drums. I
Welcome.
can't remember how
Dude,
they
yeah. When the new ones are funny,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
the old one to me was scary,
Yeah,
man.
dude. Yeah.
There's nothing about it scary.
I
It
didn't
was to
really.
me.
I didn't get scared during
All right, so
Jumanji.
true story here. The last movie I watched, probably the last scary movie I really watched. I was in college, and me and a buddy. It was like Friday night. We went and watched. I was over 20 years old. I think I was 21.
Yeah.
We went to watch Paranormal Activity.
Nope,
Like
not
the
doing
last,
that.
the last one
Those
that
are
came out.
so dumb.
I don't know if I've ever.
And I'll never forget this because I was scared. I'll tell you why these movies scare me. All of them scare me because it's
God, dude, that scared me.
Jumanji.
Yeah,
They're
okay,
saying it
yeah, they're
wrong.
saying it wrong. They also call Dacula
Dude.
Dacula.
Just watch the movie. They say Jumanji.
Did
in the
you
movie.
did you watch the original? I mean, the new one. Like, didn't they remake it?
Yeah, this is like a video
Paranormal?
game one though.
Yeah,
It's funny,
Jumanji,
yeah. So I'm watching. We're
what
watching
you're talking
Paranormal
Yeah,
Activity,
I'm
and the
talking
reason
about
these movies
like
scare
Robin
me.
Williams
Yeah,
was-
yeah.
There's a funny part of that movie too.
The reason it scares me is because, like, it's demons, like,
Yeah.
and it's so in my
Yeah.
mind, I think that could be real, like
Yeah.
that. Anyhow,
Yeah.
so but that movie, watch it that night, and there's this guy sitting like 2 rows in front of us, me and buddy, and he's a pretty big guy, like he's Jack,
Yeah.
and he gets scared at one part, and I'm scared, and when I just start making fun of this guy, and I don't think he can hear me.
Yeah.
But apparently he turned around. I don't remember what he said to me, but it was like something to the effect of, "You don't be quiet." So we left before the movie ended because I kind of got scared of the
Yeah.
movie and him.
Yeah, for sure.
I wanted to find out who could win that
I
fight.
don't
'cause
know,
they-
and I'm fine admitting if I'm afraid or anything. Like, I don't think I've ever watched a movie that scared me.
The movie-
And if anybody has any recommendations that I should try, like, I'll do
Hey,
it.
what about-
I'm not saying I'm too manly but like, there's never been a movie that has
No,
scared
dude.
me.
There's,
I'll watch a serial killer. Like I don't like. I would. I don't want to,
My
but I
thing
would.
is at the end of that, I know.
But I'm
it's
not
fake.
watching Paranormal
It's a-
Activity.
It's a movie.
Nope.
I get scared. Those
Dude,
I ain't playing
Paranormal
with that.
Activity was just dumb to me. It was like Blair Witch Project. That was
Nope.
dumb.
See, I don't even have a reference.
Because
I never
Paranormal
watched it.
Activity was the one that was supposed to be filmed
Like
about-
from cameras in the house.
Yeah.
It's dumb.
Dude, the
That was
scariest-
stupid. I remember trying to watch
the
that.
door
It was scary.
closes.
As scary as I get is Shutter Island. Like that kind of scary.
Shutter Island was a
It
good
was kind
movie.
of
I thought
scary.
that was pretty cool.
The ones that got me were all the exorcism ones. Because
Nope.
that one scares me.
No, as a person,
I kind of I enjoy watching those
no, dude. As a person
with
of
the
faith,
Russell Crowe in them.
as a person of
Yeah.
faith in like my background, nope, we ain't,
Yeah, I ain't messing
we
with
ain't
that.
putting that.
And Pentecostals be
No, us,
they
us
be
holy
exercising
rollers,
people in the middle of
us,
service.
yeah, us holy rollers, we ain't playing with that. Nope, not bringing it in my house. Nope, not doing that. Yeah,
All right. So let's switch gears here.
No Harry Potter either.
no Harry Potter. Nope.
So now I thought we'd talk about like first, did anybody go like do y'all have a memorable like Halloween costume that you had as a kid or even an adult? Anybody?
I'm gonna just say I'm the worst person to be on this podcast. Y'all should go somebody else because I hate Halloween
I do too.
and I never like I would like to get candy,
Right.
But I never got enthused to dress up.
Nope.
I still don't now. I don't want to get dressed up now. Like with there's parents that get dressed up with their kids. I don't do
Yeah.
that. Like I don't even like taking my kids trick or treating. Like I do it, but like
I felt the same way, Ben, but in the last 5 years, it's become my favorite holiday.
What do you dress up as?
I'm really bad at dressing things up, but I like to try. I feel like it's Reformation Day. I'm trying to take this holiday back
Taking it back.
Yes, Martin Luther nailed the 95 Theses on the Wittenberg Castle door on 1517 on October 31st. That sparked the Reformation.
Okay, well,
Okay?
that's
It's Reformation Day.
That's not.
That's
Come
not
on,
Halloween.
Protestants.
So
Come on,
Halloween's
Protestants.
not your favorite day.
No, it is.
Reformation Day is your
Reformation. Yeah, let's
So-
go.
favorite day. Okay.
Well,
Let's
as a
celebrate.
kid, I don't remember any like good costumes except
No,
one
dude.
year. I was in like middle school. I had a pretty good Joe Dirt costume.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, it was awesome.
Well, you pretty much Adam Sandler.
We tried to make Rylan has some golf clothes, and we tried to make him Tiger Woods one year. We got the Nike hat, the red shirt, but we didn't have any black pants, so he just looked like Jake from State Farm. It's like it's just straight up Jake
Dude,
from
there's
State
a
Farm.
kid. So as an adult, I feel like I dressed up more. Like I did a Benny the Jet Rodriguez one
Hudson
time.
did that.
Oh, that's
Hudson did that last
Yeah,
year,
from the
actually.
That was a
Soundline,
good
yeah.
one.
We got him
That's
the
cool.
PFR.
My go-to was always Matt Saracen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You look
Because-
like Matt Saracen.
Yeah, that's why I went with it.
I'm gonna be honest, man. Like talking about looking like him, like I think that as an adult is the reason that I don't like it, because if there was something that I could dress up as and be like really look like it and be convincing, but like you're really limited on bald beard men dress costumes.
What about Zach Galifianakis?
Dude, yeah, you just put a wig on.
Kill
with it.
Zach.
Oh, you know what you'd be
Galifianakis.
good at?
But,
So
but like
good.
I've always had this phobia. Like it's weird. I'm always like afraid nobody will know what you dress up as.
you have to
And they'll
explain
be
there.
like, "What are you?" And you're like, "Well, I'm a hanging Chad or whatever." You know, like
What's a
Why is
hanging
everything-
Chad?
that's a how
social studies /
no. Well,
political science.
that's a how much your mother reference.
Ted would always pull
Ted
it out.
at the
Oh,
Halloween
oh.
costume would always dress as like a
And
hanging
because the girl, yeah,
Chad, the pumpkin.
yeah.
But anyways, I don't like uncomfortable situations, and so I'm always afraid I'm going to dress up as something. And everybody's like, "What the heck are you?" Like, so if I could dress as something and look awesome, and everybody's like, "Oh my gosh, that's great!" Like I love
Dude,
that.
you
But
should
like,
dress as Brian McCann.
Yeah.
yeah,
D-Mac.
I could do that, but that's not relevant anymore.
Every year, like after Halloween, I get these great ideas where I'm like, oh, why didn't I just go as Billy Madison? That's like the same
Dude, you should
realization
just-
every year.
Jason, all right. So between now and just the time you pass away one day, every year just
Just
be a
goes
different, Adam Sandler.
Adam
character.
Sandler.
Yeah.
I could do
I
it.
could be
dude.
Kevin James.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, you could pull a Kevin
We-
James
we-
for
But
sure.
like grown ups, we just wear normal clothes and we're
Right.
like, oh, we're from grown ups.
I might could swing a Rob Schneider.
You have to walk on your knees. Like. So who is he? David Spade?
David
I guess
Spade.
so.
Yeah, Chris is David Spade.
Oh,
That
man.
laugh was perfect. You could be Matthew McConaughey from Rain of Fire.
Oh,
That
one
movie.
year I did go. with
Yeah.
God,
Wooderson.
that was him,
You
wasn't
did
it?
go
I
with-
forgot
yeah.
about that.
I pulled off the Wooderson costume really well one year.
What is that?
What is
It's
that?
for Dazed and Confused.
Dazed and Confused,
Oh,
Matthew
okay.
McConaughey's character.
Okay.
Wooderson, he's like the older guy or whatever. So I did like a blonde fake mustache, a blonde wig. I got like a who
Ted
does he have?
Nugent.
Yeah, Ted Nugent t-shirt, and I found these jeans that were like exactly the same, and I pulled off a Wooderson.
I want to bring back a memory for us. Ryan, I don't remember if you were there, but Ben, you were there. Jason, you were there. We were at my house.
If you're talking about the Wendy, I was still eating Wendy's. Yeah, I know. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
We were watching Mr. Woodcock.
Dude, that is the
That's
funniest.
a funny movie. That's a funny movie.
We watched that
Funny
movie
movie.
with his dad.
He laughed.
Oh,
Look,
man.
all right, so I want to say, does your dad listen to this podcast?
I don't think he knows what a podcast
All right,
is.
so I think the world of his dad. All right, and
But-
he was like
Here it comes.
no, he was like another dad for me growing up. But Chris's dad, like, he was a pretty serious dude sometimes. Like I'll never
very.
forget.
He
Like
still can be.
before I even got as close to Chris as I ended up, like in middle school, I'll never forget. Scott yelled at me and Justin Bowen because we were making fun of somebody. And I didn't even remember, like, I didn't even know Scott at this. That's the first interaction I think I ever had with him was getting
Who were
yelled
you
at
making
about.
fun of?
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
And but anyways, so like he's a pretty serious dude.
Yeah.
So we're at Chris's house watching Mr. Woodcock,
Yeah.
and his dad is legitimately, like, this is not an exaggeration, falling out of his chair. Like he fell out of his chair.
Yeah,
Like,
that's hard to imagine. To be
yeah.
honest.
So it was like I was laughing as hard at his dad as I
Yeah.
was. But that movie when he hangs it, like he's hanging for the
And Jason, what was funny about the story, Jason, we had got Wendy's, and me and Ben eat it before we ever got home.
Yeah.
He got to my house. And Jason waits. He starts eating it when we start the movie. The movie's, let's say, an hour and a half long. He's not even close to being done. He's still
Jason
Dude.
is the slowest eater on earth. And I'm the fast. Like, I eat so fast. And Jason literally is the slowest eater in the world.
eating. Must be why
y'all
we're
wanna-
fat and he's not.
Right.
Y'all want to know the worst like show to watch with someone that you don't want something inappropriate to come up? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, one time I was
God, I got
I
some
was in the
funny stories.
hospital waiting room with some people, and there was this older lady sitting there with us, and we were watching Family Feud. And dude, the topic was
They can get.
what's something that we asked 100 people, what's something that you can only use once?
Oh.
And so like they're guessing all these things, you
Oh,
know,
no.
and it comes out something that's just mildly inappropriate. You know, it's not like super, but just mildly inappropriate. And like I'm just sitting there, and there's this lady, she's like, you know, we're all guessing, we're like whatever, and then the answers come up, and it's like bang. And
Wait, where are you at watching this?
in the hospital waiting room. That makes it worse.
So many of your
Yeah, I
stories
know.
are in hospital.
Yeah, you
Wait,
know, what can we do?
How many hours would you say you spent?
Oh, dude, when
in
I was a
hospital?
kid going
That's
with
another
dad,
stat.
that's crazy. Yeah,
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 great
we want
statistic.
stats for my life, but yeah, there's no telling. But like anyway, when that thing come out, you know, we're all guessing stuff, and this older lady's like, I don't know why they would put that on TV, and I'm just like, it's so weird to be there at that point.
So I think this is hilarious, and I'm almost ashamed to tell it, but it's funny. I went with some youth leaders
saying a
to
lot.
watch Talladega Nights. When it came out.
Yeah. Let's go.
And I was in high school. I was like 10th or 11th
Yeah.
grade, and I come home and I was telling my parents, like, this is the funniest movie.
Yeah.
I laughed. I remember
Yeah.
laughing so hard. So for Christmas that year, DVDs were still a thing, popular
Yeah.
thing. They give me the movie, and my grandparents always come over, have breakfast.
yeah.
So they're like, "Put the movie in, let's watch it."
No,
They had got
Nope.
the unedited edition.
Oh shoot! No, we're not.
Oh,
Do
doing that.
not watch the first 5
We're
minutes
not
of
doing
that.
that, dude.
Don't watch it at all. You
Yeah,
should not be
dude.
watched.
Yeah, dude.
My grandparents and my parents, and we're like,
Yeah.
I thought you said you went to people with church to watch this. I'm like, I didn't see that.
Yeah. No, dude. Yeah.
It was terrible.
yeah.
Dude, when I was a kid, like, because, you know, when we were kids, Titanic was big.
Yeah.
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 And, like, you know, there's the boob scene.
There's a boob
and,
scene.
and,
there,
and
yeah.
like, dude, and I love that movie. Like, I
Yeah.
love watching it with my family, you know, like
Yeah.
But like, I would know that was coming, and they would never say anything, but I
Yeah.
would know it was coming, and it
you'd
would
go
be
to the
so
bathroom?
awkward.
Yeah.
I would just be like, I gotta go do something, and I'll be right back, and then I would just like leave,
Yeah.
and then I would just come back
Yeah,
like 10
dude.
minutes later because I didn't want to be in the same room.
No,
Awkward
man.
Like,
moment.
Dude, I
like-
remember going with my sister, one of her friends, and my mom to see that as a kid because that was like, what,
Oh, it's a big.
2000,
Yeah, it was a big
2001?
thing
Came
too.
out like
Like, it was a
98 or
big
99.
deal.
People
Yeah.
went and seen
So,
that movie like
I was
5, 6
young.
times
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
the theater.
Yeah.
And my mom, and it was like a guy friend that she was
Yeah.
there with. So when that scene starts coming up, my mom, like they had heard about it, right?
Yeah.
So my mom takes me and the
Yep.
guy out.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
We just wait a few minutes
Yeah, dude.
Go back
outside
in
the
there.
theater. And then
Yeah.
go
That's
back
funny.
in.
Yeah. I remember
That's funny.
we wanted to watch Big Daddy so bad when me and Mitch were kids.
That's such a good movie.
Like Big Daddy, and my like they was like no with terrible language. Like no.
Dude. So what's crazy is like my parents sheltered me so much with some things.
Yeah.
So like anything like sex wise, like
Yeah.
like
Oh,
that,
no,
like
yeah.
I couldn't watch. Like I
Yeah.
mean,
Put
like,
your
Yeah.
head in the couch. Don't
Yeah.
look.
like I
We
could,
we
but-
can watch murder, but a
but
nipple come out is
me-
turning
my
off.
dad,
Like,
and I, like, well, what's funny is
Like-
I didn't even. There's actually nudity in the movie I'm about to say, but I didn't know it was in there. But like, you know, any movie that was like that kind of movie, my parents were like, "I know, sir, you can't watch that." But me and my dad, like, we'd watch Braveheart together, and I would be like watching
Braveheart
people's
is-
heads get like chopped off.
there's
and
so
stuff,
much violence.
and
yeah.
I would be like,
And
oh,
the
yeah.
other thing that
Well-
Ron mentioned.
well, but like that
Oh,
isn't.
yeah.
But I never knew that was in there.
I
Like
didn't
I didn't
either.
even
Not
know
in
it until I was an
Braveheart, yeah.
adult and I watched it. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh,
Because you
this
watched
is-
it on TV. Like
Yeah.
on TV,
Oh,
it
yeah,
didn't
so-
show.
or like
yeah.
the Patriot.
Yeah.
Oh,
Patriots
that's
are
such
good.
Because
a
like my
good
dad
movie.
was a history teacher, and he's like, "This is historical," and
Yeah.
I'm like, "He just chopped that guy up with a hatchet."
Yeah, because people,
That's a great movie.
but like people or like not people, but kids don't realize that when we watched a lot of these movies and had no idea the actual content in them because on TNT they're not showing that part.
Well, part of the
Right.
reason that that's not a problem with our kids, one, they don't make great movies anymore.
Yeah,
I mean, like, what's a movie like the Titanic or the Patriot that's been made
Yeah.
in the last
Well, you
5
can't-
years?
I don't know. You
Yeah.
can't.
yeah. It's, but the people because people don't go to the movies.
I'm
so they
just
don't.
saying, like on Netflix. I mean, they're
Yeah.
not making stuff like
Dude,
that.
we
good
just
anymore.
watched a movie last night called Caddo Lake.
Nope, never.
It's
heard of
pretty crazy.
Was that on the Hallmark app?
I'm not the one who watches that.
it. Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
asking where it
kids,
was. I want to watch
kids
it.
now like
I don't. HBO Max.
all the kids now see all the movies with the full content because of like Netflix and that.
Right.
Like we got to watch a lot of movies, but we didn't get to see the full content because we were watching on like.
Do y'all suffer
TBS.
like I do with Netflix because you don't have the like highest paid
You gotta have
subscription?
ads.
Yeah, and well, the movies I want to watch are locked. I'm like, man.
I didn't
Oh,
know that was
that's
a thing.
dumb.
They're locked.
Well, so
That's probably because
I
your
had it-
parental controls.
No,
There's different
no, no, no,
levels.
no, no, no.
Freaky stuff you trying to watch, man.
I want to watch the
Netflix
new.
is pretty
I
wild.
want to
mean-
watch the new Bad Boys movie.
Dude, Netflix
Oh,
is
yeah, Bad
and it's
Netflix
locked. It
Yeah,
won't.
Netflix
is
is
wild.
crazy.
No,
There's a
yeah,
show
dude, that's
that
what I'm
I turned on
saying.
one time. Like me and Savannah turned on one time.
Yeah.
That was like, we'll talk about it later. It was bad.
Oh,
Like,
I've turned on shows, and in the first 5 minutes, I turn it off. I'm like, this
So
is
the point of
awful.
this is
And
parents-
I'm not like a prude. Like if there's like a one scene that's like,
Yeah,
but
but
like,
this is
but
repeat,
like,
yeah.
like,
Parents, make sure you know what your kids are watching.
Yeah,
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 good
dude.
call.
Well, I mean, parents, make sure you know what you're watching, like,
Yeah,
because you
no,
know,
good call.
I mean, dang,
Yeah,
dude.
we've turned off some shows. just
Yeah,
because
for
of stuff
sure.
before.
For sure, and now they all like the language is so bad. that-
Oh yeah.
And let me put a little plug in here. You want to find some good, wholesome, just like cinema, PBS, Passport. That's great stuff.
PBS Passport.
Okay.
Never heard
Great
of it.
stuff.
I thought you were gonna say
all-
Hallmark, but-
all creatures, great and small, great murder mysteries. I mean, just all around.
Some
Around
Ken
the
Burns
world,
documentaries.
Ken Burns,
Ken Burns documentaries
baby.
you will
Let's
find
go.
on there.
Ken
I'm
Burns.
sure.
I do like his baseball.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
I watched
Um,
Field of Dreams the other day
Yeah.
for the first time, probably 10 years.
I watch it like once every month.
That's pretty
Yeah,
good.
that was
Hudson-
good. I
Hudson
forgot
loves
how
it.
good it was.
It's a good one.
It is good. We've talked about that before on here, I think.
Ryan,
Kevin Costner.
what about you? What'd you dress up as?
Yeah. So first of all, we wasn't allowed to like I couldn't dress up as. I
Like,
would,
like a scary thing?
yeah, we were limited on. There was no demons, ghosts, witches, none of that stuff.
So
Like at all.
ninjas.
I could swing a ninja, maybe, but we didn't go anywhere. Like we did. Like there was nowhere to
Took a
like
Polaroid picture,
yeah,
put it on the
we
fridge.
what do they call
Happy
it?
Halloween.
What do they call it at church?
Like trunk or treat?
Yeah, we would do a trunk or treat every now and then. But
Honestly, that's all we do now.
yeah, like but we wasn't going house to house. Like no, because you know trick or treating. I don't know. You can ask my dad what the origins are, but you know we didn't do that, and so you know we never like Halloween was not even like a thing for us really. Outside of the church providing
What
an
about
alternative.
Reformation Day?
I mean, that's it. That was more of what like it turned like you
Well,
know.
they're a little bit. They went a little bit past the Reformation with Pentecostalism, but I mean, I don't. But anyhow, I mean, I don't know if they want to claim the Reformation.
we didn't do any of that. Like I mean, we would like your trunk or treat. We might be a ball player or a deer hunter. Like that was pretty much the extent of. And then I'll be. I mean, I'm the same way with my kids. Like my kids not being a. I ain't. If you're, you know, I'm not like throwing off, but like my kid. I mean, he's not dressing up as a whatever.
I'm gonna be honest.
Is
Like,
it because you don't want it to, or because you don't want to spend the money?
No, it's my religious beliefs.
Okay,
like
okay.
yeah.
I just this is gonna sound really bad. I don't even know. I'll say it. I always tell and maybe I'm a terrible parent, but Hudson be like, I want to be this. I'm like, Hudson, buddy, I don't want you to be weird.
Yeah, dude, that's something.
And if somebody dressed up like that when I was your age,
yeah,
I'd have made fun of them.
yeah,
Can we just be something normal?
yeah. That
Please?
there's things that have to be dad approved.
Yeah, I mean,
And you know, like
I would always just like you say, like I would have like a rec football jersey.
yeah,
Yeah.
just
And I was
throw
like,
it on.
I'll just
man.
wear this and go get candy.
Yeah.
I remember doing that. I had a David Green jersey, so I just
Yeah,
put on some baseball pants that kind of look like football
Dude,
pants.
so
and
we'll
then
go to
Yeah.
like downtown Clarksville,
Put on a
and then we'll go
wristband.
to.
yeah,
My buddy lives in Denver, so we'll go park at his house and go to some people's and stuff. But
yeah.
the ones that get me, and I'm not like, I'm fine with adults dressing up. Like I'm actually for the first time ever, I think this year going to dress with my kids because they want to do
What
it.
are you gonna be?
So I'm going to be Sully. Hudson's
Oh,
gonna
that's good.
Hudson's going to be Mike.
that's pretty good. Yeah,
And Molly's going to be Boo. And Savannah's
Yeah.
just not participating. I wanted her to be Roz. Ain't that her name? The lady
Oh,
that talks
yeah.
like
yeah.
She wouldn't do that.
That's funny.
She's not. But anyways, is her name Roz? Is
I
it?
don't
know.
think so.
But
Such a good movie.
you don't think so?
I don't
like
think
that
it's for
movie.
us.
Okay.
I could.
Mon-
I mean, you're probably right.
Yeah,
I'm wrong.
Monsters Inc. That's a good movie.
What
is a
did
good
she
movie.
say?
Yeah, that is her
Turn in your forms.
Yeah.
Wow. It's
Yeah, turn in your phone. That was good, Jason. You're pretty good at impressions.
I can do some impressions.
Yeah.
This
Give
lady?
us, just give us your.
I got a student that all the time wants me to say, all right, like
Yeah.
Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah.
So-
well, let's hear
But
it.
anyways,
Let's
but
hear
what
it.
I was saying though, hold on,
All right.
that's not bad.
Let's do the Billy Madison. I mean, the Adam Sandler one.
Which one? That one or the Stop looking at me, Swan.
Stop looking at me, Swan. Yeah.
That's
Yeah, that's
the
so
Billy
good.
Madison, yeah.
Oh,
man.
Veronica Vaughn. So hot. Want to touch the hiney.
Dude, I love that movie so
Classic.
much.
But what I was saying, I'm not knocking on adults that dress up with their kids.
Yeah.
But man, like the people that are like, grown and don't have kids and
Yeah.
you dress up, just go get some candy.
Yeah.
dude.
Like that's weird,
Don't do
man. Don't be that.
Yeah.
Don't be
I'm
that
sorry.
person.
After you shouldn't be trick or treating if you can drive too. Can that
Right.
like if
Yeah,
you can
that's
drive,
right.
stop.
Yeah.
Stop. That's for little kids.
Let
You
them do that.
I also I stay at home on Halloween. Like,
And never turn the light on.
yeah, my wife is gonna take my kids to places. I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that. But she's like, what are you gonna do? Stay here for our trick or treaters? I'm like, no, I'm gonna turn all the lights off. I'm not buying candy for all these kids.
Candy is expensive.
Yeah, dude.
Like it's crazy. I mean, it's nuts how expensive
Mm-hmm.
candy is.
And I always justify it with like something rational. Like, listen, a lot of kids, their teeth are really bad. So
You're the guy that gives apples.
yeah, so here's
Floss.
some floss,
And a new toothbrush.
floss and toothbrushes.
Oh,
Yeah, dude.
man.
Yeah, no, I went trick or treating the first time right after saying that you shouldn't go. The very first time ever I went trick or treating, I was like 17. Like the first
Yeah.
time
It's
ever.
crazy.
17.
I'm not even saying like the religious. I'm not saying it's crazy that they didn't
Yeah.
let you. I'm just saying like
Yeah. Oh,
You know.
it's fine. Like
it's crazy that you would want to go at that point.
It's yeah. Like, I mean, you can say it's crazy. It's okay. My family, we're
I think
we
my
don't care if
thing-
people think we're crazy. We strong in our faith and foundation.
No,
There
I'm
you
not. My thing is I've never liked Halloween
Thanksgiving?
that much. No, Halloween that much is because I'm gonna be honest, man. Like I just really like Christmas, and
Yeah.
by the time I get to this point, like
just ready for
dude,
Christmas.
I'm already like
Are you
watching.
decorating yet?
I'm not decorating, but I'm already watching.
We
movies.
put our tree up yesterday.
Dude, Anna asked me
Jeez, man.
2
What the
days
heck?
ago,
My
hey,
wife
are we going to get out the
loves it.
tree?
So
And I said
we-
it's October.
Well, I would, but I'm a real tree guy, and that sucker can't last till Christmas if I get it now. So, but yeah, we always go and cut it down. So the place we
All right,
used to
Clark.
go,
Man,
Griswold.
for
the place
real,
we would
dude.
go was they won't let you come now until the day after Thanksgiving, and that's just too late.
That is.
If you're gonna
late.
go through that much trouble, so
It's
we
got to be
so there's
up
the
for Thanksgiving.
so there's these folks that decided to they go up to North Carolina and cut a bunch and bring them, and they sell them. It's like behind the old Zaxby's in Clarksville,
Uh-huh.
and it's like in their front yard.
Nice.
And I just appreciate their like
willingness
Dude,
to do
you're-
so.
like I appreciate like that they're hustling, and so I just buy them from them now.
Dude, you're the antithesis of me. Is that a word?
Sure. Yeah. Anton.
Yeah, you're like you and I are polar opposites on this Christmas situation. I'm like,
I like it. Well, here's my thing on Christmas. My wife loves to decorate for Christmas. Like we had it up 2 months last year. Like
yeah,
October 31st is kind of like when we started,
mm-hmm.
or November 1st. It was all up.
yeah.
But if we're gonna put it up, like I want it to be right. So like I'm gonna do the lights on the house. I'm
Yeah.
gonna do. That's my job.
See, I don't-
She
I don't
takes
do
care of
that.
the
I-
indoors.
I'm too
Nobody can
lazy
see
to
my
celebrate
house.
that hard.
My-
yeah,
All
that
right,
was fun
so
stuff.
so keeping on the Halloween track.
Yeah,
So we're all about saving money,
mm-hmm.
or at least we claim to be. I don't know. Ryan's definitely about saving money.
yeah,
So we're gonna give you some like tips because our first episode, I think we talked about like parenting tips.
yeah.
So we're gonna give you some tips on what to dress your kids up as. That's not gonna cost you a bunch of money.
Yeah.
So like
100%.
basically what you would go in the closet or things around the house
Yeah.
and dress your kid as.
Yeah, I can go with one right now.
All right, go.
Hey, most of the people that listen to this, they're from small town. So go in your closet, get some old jeans that your kid's a little too short, looks like high waters. Cut them babies off. You got a redneck right there. Bang, easy. Just cut
Jorts.
them babies off some jorts.
Or a Florida
Joe
fan.
Dirt. You be Joe Dirt.
Yeah,
pretty
or a
easy doing
Florida
that.
fan. That works too.
Yeah, Joe Dirt.
Joe Dirt, man.
Joe Dirt. That's
Gators
yeah,
wear
easy.
jorts.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Uh,
and half y'all's kids got mullets anyway.
I was
So
about to say
It's
the
in
mullet.
style.
yeah, like it's in
The
style.
mullet's
So
a
you can
thing,
go ahead
so-
and get a haircut for this, and it
Yeah,
could be
there
part
you
of
go.
it. Yeah.
We're gonna try to pull off the Harry Potter characters this year with just what stuff we got around the
You
house.
Satanist. I'm just kidding.
Well, I tell you what,
We love
Just
Harry
kidding,
Potter.
I'm just
man.
playing.
all you gotta
I'm
do
just
We
is
playing.
love Harry Potter.
one Christmas, I guess Harry Potter was like the first movie had come out, and I had read some of the books, and I was like, I want a Harry Potter wand, a fake wand. And my sister, being the loving, awesome sister she is, went out and pulled a stick off of a tree, and then wrote on a little tag Harry Potter wand and wrapped it and gave it to me.
Yeah.
So
Dang, let's
It's the
go.
thought that counts, man.
She
Yeah,
never read
so-
the books, did she? She don't know the wands choose you. You don't choose them.
yeah, well, she gave me a Harry Potter wand or a Freemason's initiation item.
So many possibilities.
Dang,
I think let's see it. If you've got daughters, like you've probably got a dress and can make them a princess pretty easy.
Oh,
Well, my
yeah,
daughter just has the
yeah.
dress that like I don't know why.
yeah,
They
we
just
got a
have
bunch of
princess
Disney
dresses.
dresses.
Yeah, and then you always go with the sport and the hunters, a deer hunter.
Deer hunter,
that's a solid one
sports,
for
yeah.
sure. But then also you can do like you don't got to go like you can make a boxer pretty easily, pretty cheap.
A boxer.
Yeah, the kid don't
Just-
even need a shirt. Like
you could just stuff some socks, red
Socks,
socks,
yeah,
with
dude.
There
other
you go.
socks.
yeah, man, easy. Like
Dude, this
you
is
know.
pretty cold on Halloween, man. Like I don't know.
Yeah,
You
it
send
gets
your
a
kid
little-
out with
You
a
could,
shirt on, they're gonna.
Well,
could dress like
no,
an
you,
average.
you take
Yeah, you can do a bathrobe.
You
like they're
take the
coming out,
bathrobe, you
like,
cut it off a little
There you
bit so
go.
that you got, the little.
There
You
go.
can write Rocky
Yeah.
on it or something.
That's
Yeah,
a
dude.
pretty good idea.
There you
And
go.
quit dressing your babies and stuff. They're cute already. Like they don't have to dress up.
We got a pumpkin
That's
outfit for ours. I don't think it's going to work because I've seen this pumpkin outfit. I'm like, how's it going to fit in the car seat?
Yeah. Well, Hayden went as a ladybug one time, which I was like,
it was
what are we-
cute. I bet.
What are we
but-
doing? Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
I'm gonna be honest, man. God, maybe I'm a terrible person. I'm not a big fan of doing things when my kid's not old enough to remember it.
Yeah,
yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Like when they're a baby. Now, I will say if they're not old enough to remember it, but they're old enough to enjoy it. Like I've taken my kids to Disney tons of times, and they honestly will probably not remember many of them.
Like 3-year-olds can enjoy Disney.
But like that,
a
but
lot,
that's
yeah.
the age where it's the most magical. Like when they're 3-4 years old, dude, they're not gonna remember that, but they
They think the princesses are
they
real.
so like
they think,
I-
yeah.
so I think that's fine. But what I'm saying is like a 6-month-old baby, like that's dressed as something like that kid, like they're just laying there, like they
Yeah.
don't care, and I don't care, and like who cares? Like
You can make a pirate pretty easily. Cut some pants off and then cut little, the ends of them are dangly.
I don't know what that's
Like
called.
frayed?
Dude.
I know what you're talking about.
Take the neck of a white shirt and just stretch it. You
get
can
an
make
eye patch.
pirates.
Go to Walgreens and get an eye patch for like $5.
Yeah.
You could
man.
dress like an average high school student in America, wear a hoodie and pajamas.
Yeah, dude.
You could do the Adam Sandler thing and just wear like random clothes.
Yeah.
that are oversized and carry a jar of pickles.
Yeah, man.
That's him
Yeah,
walking
dude.
through New York.
My favorite, I really like the Dwight Schrutes.
Oh yeah, that's
Like that,
good.
you know-
I want to do that. That would be
Yeah,
cool.
I mean,
Oh,
I
you
like-
should dress. You should dress as Dwight Schrute.
Yeah.
Yeah,
definitely
dude, that'd
gotta
be a
do
good
that.
one.
I gotta
Oh,
pull
you
that.
already got the glasses, so
Dude,
yeah, you're,
dress. Dude, do that at school.
please
Yeah,
do.
for sure. I just need the tie,
You can
dress shirt.
you can do the whole bed sheet, cut a couple of holes, and you're a ghost.
Yeah, but
That's easy.
I got a lot of ways that I like dad on a budget.
Yeah.
So one of my favorites is I create custom board games for my kids.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, you're creative,
Marsh
man.
Gammon.
Yeah, but here's what I do. Here's what I do though, dude. It's
there,
real
buddy.
easy because my kids are little, so it doesn't take a lot for my children to get excited. Like kids, it don't take a lot. It don't take a lot to get them. So like I'll build these board games,
Out of what?
like a
Another board game?
No, like a what do you call it?
Cardboard?
Poster board.
Oh, poster.
And I'll draw it out and color, and we'll color it together so that like it keeps them busy. And then no, I'll walk away while they color it.
You're such a good dad.
But
You
no,
are
no.
a good dad.
But
You're
no,
like
listen.
Blue- you're like Bluey's dad.
What are you
No,
trying to do?
He
But
is.
they- no,
what are
but
you
listen,
trying to do here, man?
They do it. I come up with the stuff that's going to be on there, but they do it. But let me tell you why I come up with stuff that's going to be on it. So the other day I made one of these. There was some stuff that needed to be done in the house. So on this board game, if you landed on a red one, you had to do a house chore, and I had
so
a bunch
this
of
is
cards.
like Pam's spinny wheel of chores around the office.
Yes, like one of them was like.
Had you watched that episode right before?
No, I was like,
Inspiration.
man, they need to make their beds up. So I put make your bed up. The only thing you got to watch for is like sometimes it backfires, and I kept landing on the thing that like
wanted
with the
them to do?
chores. Yeah,
Do you have a Pinterest account? Like where you post stuff that you do? If you
No.
don't, you should. I'm like not being like serious.
Are you on
should have-
Pinterest?
Yes.
Okay,
You
so
should have a
never,
dad.
Yeah, I know.
never,
No, yeah.
never say that I'm the
That's
feminine one in this room.
100%
I'm
a
telling you right
female
up,
app.
like, do not ever come at me
Yeah.
with that again.
That's definitely a female
You
app.
should see my boards, man. Like they're pretty awesome. I
Yeah.
got some awesome boards, like outdoor.
What is
outdoor
what is
I don't
it
know.
means? What are you talking
outdoor
about? Your
kitchen
boards?
ideas.
Oh my gosh.
What do you mean your boards?
On Pinterest, you create boards and things, the posts that you like,
All
you
right,
put them on that
when there
board.
are
Why is it called a
four-
board?
I
don't know.
I've never-
Because that's how you have to be bored to be on there. Like,
They're great ideas though.
Dude,
gardening,
what
a
are
lot
we
of
doing?
gardening
I'm,
ideas are
I'm
on
sure
there.
you
Do
look
you-
up gardening.
I
Do
appreciate
you-
y'all that y'all think I'm a good father though.
I do. I would never do that for my kids.
Like,
Do you?
it's easy.
Chris, do you shop on QVC?
What's that girl's name? What's that lady's name? Used to be on Shark Tank. She the owner. Anyway,
Yeah,
that's
what's-
like
I don't remember her
Chris's hero.
No comment.
But yeah, dude, I do. And then also, like, you don't have to have money. You don't have to spend money to have fun with your child. So like, also, I like to go to like, you do old activities in new places. So like, if your kid like rides a bicycle all the time, but they don't ride it at like a park. Like if you just take a kid to a new place with a bicycle, it's like a brand new activity.
Yeah. We take ours to. This would be a little bit of a haul for you guys, but up there,
The skate park over there.
no,
That would be a new activity for mine.
you up at Tallulah Gorge.
Yeah.
Across the road, not at like the gorge because that'd be dangerous, but there the other part over there, right near the river, is called the Short Line Trail, and it's like a mile or it's something, I don't know how long it is, but it's like just a flat concrete trail that like parallels the river basically.
But
and
dude,
it's like real shady and nice,
Yeah.
and so like we'll let Molly will take her little scooter and Hudson will take his bike, and they just ride them, and we just walk behind them, you know. But it's
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. You just take, like, I mean, honestly, we took our kids to the little middle school football field with the little track around it, and they thought it was the greatest thing ever because they have never done it.
My
you
dad,
know?
my dad does that when they have the kids because they don't have a lot of concrete. They'll take them to like, you know, an empty parking lot somewhere and just be like, "I'll go ride," and they'll just ride around the like Clarksville Elementary parking lot.
Honestly, if you just, y'all, I guarantee you this: if you take like a 6-year-old or lower to just someplace different to eat, like a picnic situation, they're gonna think it's so cool. Like you don't have to try, like. Just take them out in the woods, but hey, we're gonna go in the woods and find some sticks and we're gonna throw them at stuff. Like they're gonna love
Let's
it.
go find
Yeah,
some
that's
poison ivy.
Like yeah, no, I'm just saying. Like yeah, they might get in some stuff. I took Rylan on a swamp trip one time. We just went and found a swamp and
They
just
do love that.
yeah,
My son
dude, and
loves
he
that.
got in all this kind of mud and
Look,
like
there's
dude,
some people in Gilsville that will know this name I'm about to drop who listen to this. My son loves nothing more than to go with Ruby Abernathy down to the river to find somebody living in a van. No, but to go down there and find like
down by the van.
they find like a piece of plastic. And he's like, "It's an arrowhead, Daddy. It's an." I'm like, "That's cool,
Just
man.
don't- yeah,
it's not
like-
a Coke bottle."
Yeah, dude, we have a
it's not
pool
it.
at home, but we'll go to like Pitts Park and the kids get in the river there and they have more fun.
Yeah, dude, the river. They throw junk in there, like you know. I mean,
Let's
kids.
race these leaves down the
Yeah,
river.
dude. Like
Yeah, they do
kids,
that.
kids are easy. They're not. It's not difficult. Now they get to. I know they get to a certain age, but like, and then like this week I'm trying something brand new. We're going no electronics at all for a week, so I'll let you know how it goes. But but you know we're
That's awesome. I applaud you for
dude.
trying.
Yeah,
that.
we're gonna make up crap to do. Like that's
Ryan's
just,
going to make a lot of board games.
Yeah,
That's what's
I
gonna
might.
happen.
I mean, it might be, but you know.
So a
Card
few years
games.
ago, I tried to, and it didn't work because I'm as bad as anybody else. It lasts like a week maybe. when I was working at my old job and I felt like I wasn't spending enough time with my kids and stuff, I had like a rule, and I can't remember what I called it, like the 90s rule. And I was like, we're going to revert back to the 90s. And what I mean by that is my cell phone is going to be like in one place, like it's attached to the wall.
Yeah.
And I would leave it like on top of the refrigerator. And so it was only for like I could receive a call or a text message, but I would have to go get up and go answer the phone and leave it there. That lasted like 2 days or 3 days, and I was just like back on.
I think you got to time it like between these. But
well, that's what it was like when I get home.
We all need
like
to do that,
until the
though.
kids go to bed. Honestly, man, like if everybody agreed to it, like I don't think I could get rid of a smartphone because like the world functions on it.
Oh yeah.
But like,
you gotta have
but if
it.
everybody would be like, hey, let's just do this, I would vote to get rid of it if everybody else did.
Yeah.
I wish we could go back to every phones had to have a cord.
Yeah.
I'd be all for that.
Do y'all have now this is I did get a little of this from Bluey, but man, when my kids are bored, I'll just make up a like I have robot dad. I just turn into a robot and they have to instruct me. They'll do the dumbest things, but it'll keep them like that. I'll just sit there until they say the right keyword. Like I'm basically like an Alexa.
Again, I'm just not.
Dude, no, like they have so much fun with that. Like
my kid, well,
You're a
Inslee's
great
at
dad.
the age
He is.
she just likes me to play monster and
Yeah.
like run and chase her and stuff.
Yeah.
But Grayson will get on board and they'll play shark.
Yeah.
So I'll be like a shark in the
Yeah.
water. So if they're not on, it's basically like the floor is lava.
yeah.
Except I'm a shark, so if they touch the floor, like
Yeah, you
I
can get them. Yeah, dude, like stuff like that. Kids,
Yeah, they love it.
I have the snuggle monster. That sounds weird, but let me tell you what it is. I will chase them down and wrap them up, and as long as they're making noise or fighting me, I'm gonna keep them. But eventually, the snuggle monster, he just wants to snuggle so he can go to sleep. So once they snuggle and they stop moving and stuff, then I'm like dead weight.
And then Ryan's done for the day.
And then I'm done.
This is
That's
what-
it.
this is
Hide
what's
and
funny, is
seek.
that
I love
Ryan,
hide and seek.
On the surface, like looking at Ryan on the surface, I'm like, that guy's mean to his kids. Like, what a jerk. But he's actually the best dad of any of us.
Yeah,
like,
I
he
just
actually,
don't-
I don't do
hardcore.
that with my kids.
That stuff's not funny though. It's funny because I
The
act like a
amazing
fool.
thing
But,
is you have time to do that and you have a baby.
Dude, there's a
well, I usually have the Allison or the baby. I don't know. Sometimes we play. Also, hide and seek in the dark. If your kids are scared of the dark but you give them a flashlight, dude, they're on it.
Flashlights.
Really?
Yeah,
they
dude, they
flashlight.
love a flashlight. A flashlight will keep a kid occupied for hours, and it don't even matter how old they are.
Oh, when Inslee found out there's a flashlight on my phone, like
Yeah, dude.
she had my phone just following me around, being like, "You need it? You need a
So-
light?"
Yeah. Also, just people that buy like slip and slides, like, dude, you get a roll of plastic, some
Yeah.
freaking dish soap, and some water, and like they'll have a blast
Or
for
So y'all were-
forever.
you talking about being a great dad. Talking about,
I
so-
wasn't saying I was a great
no,
dad.
I'm saying. So there's a commercial. Have you guys seen? I don't even know what the commercial's for, but it's like this overly crazy dad. This like the pro football scouts here. You got it, and then the dad's like, "You gonna quit?" And he's like, I'm not quitting on my dream. I'm quitting on yours." And then he like leaves and goes and does something else. My kid legitimately looked at me and be like, "That's you." Like Hudson
funny.
said that to me, and I was
That's
like,
funny.
Hudson. I was like, you could quit
That's
baseball
funny.
right now, and I wouldn't care as long as
Dude,
you make that decision. I was like, I'm not that way.
Yeah.
I was like, but if you're gonna do it, you're gonna do it right. You know,
Yeah.
like.
That's funny.
So, anyways, that made me feel really bad.
Can I tell you my other favorite thing? This is a little retribution. If your kids are aggravating you, this is how you get retribution, and they don't know it. They're playing. I like to all of a sudden just start saying things that my kids say, and they naturally start acting like,
Dad.
yeah, like I'll be like, I want a snack, and they'll bring me something like, I don't want that. It's
Do
not
your
good.
kids want snacks all the time?
Yeah,
Oh, man.
It's crazy
yeah.
how much kids eat.
I
Yeah,
don't
see?
understand it.
I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Why don't you eat meals?
Grayson will eat a meal, be like, "Oh, not quite finished it all, be done,"
Mm-hmm.
and then put it in the sink and then go
Go
over
get a
to the
snack.
cabinet.
Yeah.
to look
Yeah.
for- I was like, "What are you doing? There's
Yeah,
food on your
dude.
plate. Finish
My-
that."
Bless my wife. She just can't stand them being like I well, she's getting better. But like when they're with me, like they either will eat what I put out there or they're not going to eat. And
Yeah.
then we're not eating in between because we're busy. Like I'm not.
I found a really good show for kids to watch on Disney Plus. Dr. Pole. Have y'all seen
Yeah,
this?
I've seen it. He's
It's
like a veterinarian.
Yeah, it's like real
Is that
life
like
vet
document?
stuff.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
real. It's real.
It's like real life. It's
Yeah.
following a vet, like a he's like he's an old guy. He's been
Right.
in it a long time, but it is like educational and fun.
Yeah. Now
Well-
if you want to get really squirrely with it, go herping.
Yeah, no, we ain't doing
that's,
that.
I've been watching some of those videos, man.
Yeah, dude.
God, it's scary
Right
me. I
now
keep
we're
missing
on
that.
What y'all
Fancy Nancy.
Never heard of
Oh
that.
no, I
Inslee
can't do
has
that.
seen every episode,
Yeah.
but she always says, "I want a new Fancy Nancy."
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's just the same.
Oh,
Yeah, dude, I'm to the point. I don't watch stuff I don't want to watch on my
Dude.
TV.
Well,
if they want to watch it, go somewhere
Dude,
else.
look, this
That-
is
I let
if,
them watch it, and then I can get on my phone. Like I'll just watch on my phone.
if you got a kid that plays ball, like that likes playing ball, and it's like nighttime, or this is a good one for like a rainy day, nighttime, whatever. It's not sunny outside. Dude, just put a mattress in the living room floor.
That's a lot of work.
Just throw.
And dude, just let them run as fast as they can, and just throw a ball up and let them try to dive and
into
catch.
it,
Man, they'll do that forever, man.
When
and,
I
then,
was-
and then at some point, when you're like, I don't want to do this anymore, they'll find a way to play on that mattress.
Yeah,
I'm
so
telling you.
fun.
When I was a kid, I used to I loved like professional wrestling.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And like y'all know Sting.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah,
like
that's my
Sting-
favorite.
But Sting, before he got like long hair and
Yeah.
like all
Oh, yeah.
depressed,
Yeah.
he had like blonde hair.
Yep.
Yeah, dude.
And would
It
have
was
like
colorful stuff.
So
yeah.
so when I was a kid, believe it or not, I was skinny, like real skinny, and had blonde hair. And I used to like love Sting, and so I would go get my mom's makeup, and I would paint my
No
face,
way.
Let's go.
and I would run
For
around in
real?
my underwear. And like,
There's gotta be
and-
pictures
and like,
somewhere.
and like my mom's bed had like it was like a 4-poster bed, you know, so it had
Yeah.
like 4. So that was like
So
my
that was your
my
ring.
ring.
yeah,
And
dude.
so I would like jump up on that thing and like get in on one of those poles and
Yeah,
like yell
man.
like whoa. And, like,
yeah, trampolines, dude.
dude,
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I had a little. It was like a stuffed Power Ranger that was about 3 feet
Yeah,
tall. So when you're a kid, you're a little bit taller than it.
Yeah, yeah,
You're
yeah.
like 4 foot.
yeah.
But I mean that thing.
Destroyed it.
I destroyed that thing.
Yeah.
It got sewed together.
They
so
had
many
those
times.
were
Yeah.
like, WCW characters.
Yeah.
Remember
yeah,
those?
yeah,
They were-
yeah.
they
I had a
were-
Lex
yeah.
Luger, man.
They were a little bit
Lex
smaller.
Luger,
and
yeah, I had a Hulk Hogan.
Hey, is he the one
the
that went?
Power
No.
Ranger was
That was Chris
huge.
Benoit.
Chris
That
Benoit.
went crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stone Cold Steve Austin was in my house every day.
Yeah, we weren't allowed to like Stone Cold Steve Austin
because he was sacrilegious.
Yeah.
'cause
Dude, I would,
Yep.
man, I was
Austin 316.
smashing,
Yep.
smashing water bottles
Yep.
together and chugging
Yeah.
them.
And Dad, if you're listening to this, I'm not throwing off on you. I'm proud of you.
No,
the way
that
you
dude.
raised me.
So I never watched WWF.
That was really bad. I
It
was
was.
like,
We
what
wasn't allowed to. We
attitude
we
era,
watched
baby.
WCW a little bit, and then because the WWF back is what it was.
When
then.
WWE,
it was
they
wild.
went
It was a
into
little
that-
wilder.
that when they in that documentary, it kind of shows when they decided
did you
to
watch
start.
it?
Yeah,
It was-
so good.
Dude, it is good.
When they decided to go way more toward the adult audience,
Yeah.
it got
Because like
Yeah.
they actually lost a ton of what I was talking about is they lost a ton of business to WCW because WCW had better storylines and they were still like goofy actually,
Yeah.
and they weren't that.
You could watch with your
And-
kids.
Yeah.
Well, WCW actually was more though at that time.
Yeah,
Like
it
when they
was more
first,
to the
Oh,
adult
oh,
level.
but
oh.
they
In the-
were trying to appeal to adults. But then
Oh.
what happened is WWF, which became E.
Yeah.
Like
They decided
they
they were
they
gonna
were like,
push
well, we're
the
not going to get, and
limits.
so they went even more
Yeah.
to try to take people back, and they did.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
I also used to. Like football games. My dad was a football coach, and
Yeah.
they'd run through the banner. So I would make like get toilet paper,
Hey, yeah.
and
Make
I
a
would
banner,
make like
yeah.
a banner and run through the toilet paper.
Yeah, dude.
And like now, I'm
Yeah.
like toilet paper costs money.
Yeah.
Like what was that? Like I was just like
Yeah.
busting through like a roll at a time.
Yeah,
You
man.
know?
Also, I'll take some cardboard and painter's tape. I did this when Rylan was little, like so they felt like 2 or so. Take some cardboard and cut it off, and painter's tape and a ping pong ball, and just make a little track for the ping pong ball to fall down the wall. Dude, kid played with
There
that
you go.
junk forever. Dude, I don't know. I don't
Lots of
know.
ideas for you.
Yeah, just do a
All
bunch
right.
of stupid stuff. They love it. Yeah.
Ryan definitely has a Pinterest board. By the way,
I don't. I
Definitely
swear.
does.
I may have an account, but I haven't looked at it.
I
if-
guarantee. you.
I promise you, I don't have an
I don't
account.
have
So
an
account.
I'm
I think
no
I
longer
have-
defending
Is
my
it
manliness.
manly to have a Pinterest?
Well,
No,
I know I have one. I thought it was Instagram. I got Pinterest and Instagram confused because I'm old.
Oh man! On that note, I think we'll wrap it up
Yeah,
today.
it's about that time to
Well-
wrap her up. I think.
All right, everybody. That's all we got today. Thanks for listening. Hey, remember, this is the last week for the Candy Park Special Edition t-shirt. All proceeds are going to Candy. Don't forget to follow us on social media. Check out all the other merch we have on our website, www.hometownhasbeens.com. Today, we learned that Chris loves Pinterest and Ryan actually might be a good dad. And remember,
It's better to be a has-been than it ever was.
in 2006, I was the Banks County Middle School Student of the Year. See you next week.
Happy Reformation Day.
and Ben is a female when it comes to
I will punch you in the face.
fires and.
I'll leave that one.
Dude, have you said that you were in a music video yet?
Yeah. That was earlier.
That's pretty much the highlight of your life, so.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help it.
That'd be terrible. That could sound weird.
Oh, you're blind.
Oh, I think I've said that.
Dang it, dude.
Blind in one eye. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go watch those commercials
That's
to
okay.
give me some. Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Happy
It's like,
Reformation
that's,
Day.
that's funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Chris got dog poop.
I remember I slid under the car. I'm like, nobody find me in here. I was like, what? What is that?
That's not.
We gotta cut that.
Great.
Did what? What? Whoa, 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 whoa. Say that
what-
again.
What-
Slowly.
Slow it down.
Slowly
What did you
say
do?
that
What
again.
did you do? I need to I just need some clarification.
What I meant to say.
You're not taking that out.
Yeah, I am.
No,
I'm
you're not.
saying that.
Yes.
What I did.
That's
I-
bullcrap.
I-
I hope you enjoy Reformation Day.